I was just a member of that group. Come on, guys. Cut me some slack here. I was not active. Huh. You're just a member? Guess what? Team India has 15 members. Why are the 4 players there for? Substitution. They give bats to them. They give drinking water. You know what they're doing? They're recharging their teammates. That's what you guys are doing. You are recharging your teammates. I just made that mistake once. It's not like it'll happen again. I mean, now, you know why it'll happen again? Remember the last time you told your friends that you'll stop watching before you decided to jerk off 3 times a day? It happened again, didn't it? Fake feminist. Loud chaser.
What do you know? You just want followers.
Bitch. Cloud chasers? The only reason you went to them is because they were famous already. It's not that you made them famous. No. They were already in a position to tell the masses of what they believed in. Right? You can't call them cloud chasers. You know what? You guys are not useless just by being inactive on the group. You know what is useless? What is useless are the subtitles in a video, because no one gives a shit about subtitles. Why do you need subtitles in a video? All these boys, they're making us look bad. I wasn't sure I was going to speak about this for my second vlog, but you know, the time has come, and I always like to mix awareness with a little bit of entertainment so that it's a win-win. So as you guys know, since the last half a week or so, these boys from South Delhi, apparently from top schools, were caught for creating a private group on Instagram, naming it Boys Locker Room Chat. I guess that. But that's what they did. They shared photos of underage girls and women who were elder to them. These people are just in class 11 and 12. Not only were they sharing photos in the group, they were also talking about gang raping them and committing an act of utter disgust, which is quite saddening because I'm in class 12 myself, and it makes all the other guys look bad. First of all, why do you want to target women and underage girls who are leading normal lives? You know that there are women who dedicate their entire life to the adult industry, right? Why don't you stick it to them? There is a place for all that. Go watch podcasts. They dedicate their entire life to you guys. Okay? They dedicate their entire life and their well-being for you guys. They make a living out of it. They basically want you to watch them. These guys were just 15 or 16 or at the max 17. 15 years old. Damn. What was I doing when I was 15? forward. Now I know some people might feel like they may disagree with me, and that's okay. But I just want to make a point here, and which I feel is at least a little true. Hear me out. I firmly believe that girls and boys both need to rethink, think twice before sending private pics wherever they want. They need to ask for verification, set some ground rules. Dating is good, I agree. It gives you space to experiment with your partners in however way you want, and it helps spice things up. But what makes you so sure that he's not the same boy who off looking at the sky? You need to be sure of these things. You need to verify. You need to ask for verification. You need to make sure that you let him know that you're trusting him or her, for boys, with your image, right? Because you can't expect all guys to be like Hrithik Roshan or Tiger Shroff or Timothy Chalamet, or you can't expect them to be Noah Centineo. There are boys who are just like monkeys. You've seen these monkeys, right? When you go on camping trips or when you go to pilgrimage trips or wherever, like those badass monkeys who steal your chips packet, those huge chips packet that you've been waiting to eat since a long time. What do you think monkeys do when they take your chips packet? They rip it open, eat some, and they share it with their friends, right? That's what monkeys are. Don't date monkeys. There are people like, okay, I don't know about me, but there are people who really have good intentions with them. Okay, so maybe you might want to think twice before doing stuff.
You are single.
But guys, on a serious note, all jokes aside, I think we should talk about the most important part of this video, about sex education. Now, this is not the first time that it's happening in our country. This has been happening in smaller circles as new stories are coming up every day. And it's just fucking sad. It just happened that this time they were caught. What is even disgusting and hard to believe is that they were from top schools. This is just the most disgusting manifestation of what's happening in our country. It just happened to be caught red-handed this time. It's time the government does things seriously and take it up a notch. And because there were policies before that that focused on these aspects, they were never really materialized. I basically grew up in a similar manner in high school. I was also exposed to indecent exposure of online adult websites. But some people find a way to cope up with it and push things away when they're not required, and some people just can't, because not everyone is the same. This sex education thing, it needs to happen in the early stages. Why? In Kannada, there's a proverb which roughly translates to a bent plant will always grow to be a bent tree. The fact that it wasn't straightened when it was a plant was the reason why it grew up to be a bent tree. And it makes a lot of sense. Let's face it, kids start exposure at an early age. They start to detect the environment around them, the way they are brought up. And in 3rd, 4th, 5th standard, even by the time they reach their high school, these thoughts that stay in them, it either becomes actions or remains as thoughts, both of which are harmful. Actions just happen to be even more harmful. And that's the reality we are in. These students grow up in that mentality which says that it's okay to shame people as long as you're not doing anything. No, that's not the case, right? So when these guys grow into the high school, they start thinking that the whole world is nothing but a brass trap waiting to be unhooked by them. There are so many reasons why sex education is required, but this happens to be one of the basic reasons why. consent. It all starts with consent. Consent is broken, rape happens. If consent is maintained, both of them are happy. We have all been in that position way earlier than 18 years old. We have all been in a position where we had to expose ourselves to this somewhere in life, in at least in small incidents, and we wish we had better knowledge of that. Ever since before, our society has been, throwing away the concept of sex education, thinking it's something from the West or something related to it being taboo or something like that. I might just be 18 years old, but I do know that it's important to talk about taboo stuff, to bring down the the you get it. The thing is, awkward topics can easily be sorted if you talk it out. Makes us feel like, okay, there are other people who have these urges as well, who talk, who have. It makes us feel, in a way, in a very weird way, it makes us feel connected, that we have the same level of doubts and stuff. I wish that I had better education on this, but that's okay. As we grow up, we realize, but some people just don't realize it because they tend to act on their intentions or whatever it is, and things can go wrong at a very early age, and the rest of their life is doomed. Now, sex education makes you understand what's right and what's wrong, good touch, bad touch, some of the basics. It makes us understand that it's okay to have these, like, thoughts at once, but not continue the same thing again and again because it's wrong. So that's what sex education does. It, by talking about it, you're opening up about all aspects of it, so that you can choose to select what's right and what's wrong. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for staying through the end. Hope it was a bit of entertainment as well as a bit of awareness to you guys, whoever's watching. Please hit that like button, share button, and subscribe button if you really liked it.
Stay safe, guys. Keep dancing at home, and bye until next time.